Yo, welcome back to the FOC podcast with Horizon Comics. Here we got
Spidey
Javi now. I gotta change it up.
By the way, we haven't been here. Blame Richard. He's been sick.
I've been sick, dude. Like, our heater went out and it's been cold as downstairs. So that shit, not only did it mess me up physically because of my injuries, but fuck, it got me sick. So I'll be closed Saturday. There was no way I could shoot. I was like, I felt bad, but it was too cold even up here.
So don't blame me. Do not blame me.
It's all me. But I'm still a little under the weather, but I'll be alright. It's enough to record. I don't want to cancel this one, but we should be back and flowing. You want to talk about the news, the sad news, but good news?
No,
not yet. All right, but yeah, so welcome back. Hopefully everybody had some good holidays, some good time off, beginning of the year. But yeah, it's already second week of the year.
Already?
Let's see.
Damn, I'm going to Disneyland next week.
Are you?
I love Disney.
It's been a minute since I've gone, but yeah, Disney's fun.
I fucking love Disneyland, dude. I'm a Disney adult. Everybody hates on Disney adults. I love Disney.
Yeah, I've never gone solo with the wife, but we've been wanting to. But it's fun just when we go with the kids. That shit's a blast.
Yeah, and expensive, but
other thing, it's expensive, but it's fun nonetheless. But yeah.
Before we start, FOC, I got you something.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, you told me. All right, you got me something. So do a live unboxing.
We'll do a live unboxing. You could decide if you want to keep or sell at the shop. You're probably gonna want to sell it though, because
I can't sell a gift, dude. Come on.
No. You could sell it. That's why I brought him. I was like, maybe he's just gonna want to sell them. All right, ready?
It better be a Green Lantern book, because I'll sell that shit.
No. It's something you hate now. Here you go.
Oh, J. Scott Campbell. You know what's funny?
J. Scott Campbell.
It was funny, and don't get me wrong, I love J. Scott Campbell's work. I respect the man. I think he's great. I love his stuff. I think you over mentioning it got me to hate the name Campbell. But you know what's funny?
You can never over mention Campbell.
Oh yeah, you can. But you know what's crazy? I remember this book when it came out, because there's a connecting cover set for this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I had like 3 or the whole set.
Mm-hmm.
And it was dope, because I remember this is when I first started collecting back again. And I had this set forever, and I was like, oh, it's a connecting set. I ended up selling it on eBay.
Bruh.
But
yeah,
I've had this book before.
You could sell it. I wouldn't mind if somebody else could appreciate Campbell. I just had 3 of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna give them to my boy Rich.
Yeah. So, I appreciate it. I said it's funny because a book that left and came back.
That's not the only Campbell though.
Huh?
That's not the only Campbell. You could have this Campbell also, because I had 4 of those.
Black Cat number 3.
Keep or sell. Up to you. Totally up to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because you don't have these in shop right now.
Yeah, gotcha.
You definitely don't have this one in shop.
Oh snap! You know what's funny? Because he's done a lot of Grimm fairy tales.
Yeah.
That are pretty dope. Pretty sick. I know a couple of guys who are on the Campbell nuts like you that would appreciate this because they love the sexy risque covers.
Yup. Now I know for a fact you don't have this one because it just came out, and it's not a book that you could get from like your local comic book store. You have to get it at the website.
Gotcha. Oh snap!
Now you could obviously keep or sell, up to you. Give it to the people or just keep it. It's a Tyler Kirkham Absolute Batman or Absolute Wonder Woman 15 when they meet.
Yeah, so I'll be completely honest. So this I'll probably keep. And I'll probably sell those in the shop. No, but it's pretty clean. It is dope. Especially the Absolute line, Yeah.
That's
pretty sick.
And that's not the one I promised you about the Poison Ivy that I was also going to give you. I forgot I had a word of those.
Yeah, it is by no means. I mean, I like Kirkham more than J. Scott Campbell because I think I prefer Campbell, but dope cover, and because Absolute Batman, I'm actually following that series.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit more meeting. It was dope. But yeah, no, awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. Now I feel bad I didn't get you something.
No. I mean, you always hook it up. So I was like, you know what? I have to get back, man.
Another bit of news, real quick, I guess, before we start.
Oh, you just flashed me his cock. No, I'm just kidding.
And I mentioned that I messaged you. I saw the news today about the optioning of Exquisite Corpses. So, I mean, you guys, for the most part, our local customers know what this is our store exclusive for Exquisite Corpses #1 by Dan Quintana, which we're super proud of. But, dude, I knew it. Like, when we read the PDF for this story, when we first found out about it, it was at Comics Pro last year. And I had just been off for 3 months from the surgery, I think. We went to that convention, and it's Comics Pro. It's just for, retailers and the industry people. So it's not open to the public. So we're going around, it's almost like speed dating. You go from table to table to table in 2-3 minutes. So they give you their little pitch and stuff like that. New products, new books coming out next year, yada, yada. So when we went to the Tiny Onion one, I already knew, because I didn't know about Exquisite Corpses, but I knew who they were. I've been a Tinian fan for years now. He got to be in like his little tiny imprint. So I was super excited to go on there, and then they started talking about the premise, the story, and they gave us...
That's all right. Can I see it?
Yeah, and then they gave us the secret ash can that is going for crazy money. So it was dope. I got one, Raquel got one. We heard the premise. They were talking about store exclusive, so we instantly jumped on board. We're like, the premise got me already. It's Tinian. It was a no-brainer. So we're like, fuck, who can I get to do our cover? And Dan Quintana, I love his work. He's one of the best artists out there. I think in the future, he's going to be like the J. Scott Campbell. The motherfucker's that good. You know what I mean? And he's a cool ass dude. And I had met him at San Diego Comic-Con like 2-3 years ago when they were coming out with, it was the Boom Pack, but it was the Skin Little Children not blind bags, but like exclusive. So it was a dope ass cover. To this day, my favorite cover by Dan and for that series. So I bought it. People were buying it for like $40, and they were instantly selling it on eBay for like $300. That's how hot it was out of the gate,
Uh-huh.
So I was, I'm not a flipper, like I like collect this. Unless I don't care for it, I'll sell it. So I went, bought it, and then we walked, and then there he was in his booth, and there was nobody there.
Dan.
Nobody. Oh, Dan. Yeah.
No, are you talking about Dan or?
Yeah, Dan Quintana.
Okay.
Dan Quintana. Yeah. And there was nobody at his booth, and he had all this shit, and he had that book that people were standing in lines for hours to get.
Right.
He was selling them at his booth for the same price, So,
yeah.
And I remember he was telling me he was pissed. He was pissed because of that. He was salty. So as I would, and motherfuckers are wasting their time flipping and making money off of his art, and he's standing right there, and what a diss, what a diss is that, So he was rightly pissed. So me and Raquel chopped it up with him for like an hour, dude. And he's from LA, and we got to bringing it up, and instantly cool dude. Is like, he's around the same age as me, so we grew up, talking about graffiti and hip hop and art and all this, so we instantly made a little bond, not to say like he's my homie.
Yeah.
I do have his number, and if I message him, he'll answer, He's been cool like that. So yeah, we talked or whatever, and then when the time later, a couple of months came around to get the info about the store exclusive, then they're like, do you want to do one? Are you interested in the corpse tour where they come to your shop? I'm like, both.
Yeah.
So I did it. It's like, all right, dude. But at that time, it was like 2-3 weeks for FOC for the book. You know what I mean? So it only leaves 3 weeks to promote all that and to get the artwork. You only have 3 weeks to get the artwork in. A lot of these guys, they have months, to work on a cover. So I'm like, dude, all right, let me message Dan and hit him up, and let's see if we can make this happen. So right away he started answering me. He said he heard about it, but he wasn't doing any covers yet. So yeah, like, let's get the ball rolling. So then I started doing that. There was another story to that, and I want to get into, because it's neither good nor bad, but it's definitely interesting. But then whatever, we started, and then the deadline came. He had shown me the rough draft. So then we went with that, and then he started working on this. And then sure enough, we turned it in. And later, that's when I found out that he was doing another cover for somebody else. He was going to do 2 number ones. So we learned about that. They were going to come out. They're both beautiful covers. The other one's for Comic Tom 101. And they have the same kind of like feel to it, different, but same. And it's crazy. People online, I started calling them the Twintana covers.
Is it still the Fox Mask
It's
Killer?
the Fox Mask Killer, but it's a different angle and it's foil. But it's got the same like Japanese vibe to it, which is kind of dope because you don't normally hear an artist doing 2 store exclusives for the same number one,
Right.
Like that's kind of unheard of. But he told me if I was cool with it. I said yeah. And then at the time I didn't even know it was gonna be for Comic Tom 101. So Tiny Image and Tiny Onion were cool with it. That we wanted to go that route to do 2 different covers by the same artist, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, like to me that's cool. And then later I found out it was Comic Tom 101, like, cause I didn't want to be nosy in the beginning. So that worked out well because now our name is kind of tied to Comic Tom 101,
right.
And Comic Tom 101 is an awesome dude. I've met him before. He was super cool. Torpedo Con. He came to my booth. We talked. So cool. I don't know him like that, but he's a cool dude. So now, like, if somebody looks up his cover, art kind of pops up. So it kind of works, both ways, So it was super dope, man. But super proud of it. We only made 500 of them. You can only get it here, at the shop. Then we had them in the shop. We did a store signing with him. He had never done an in-store signing. He was more like a con guy and store exclusives, So that was dope. Be the first in-store. Pop this cherry. No disrespect. Pop this cherry. I've gotten to kick it with him, in LA, sitting down, drinking coffee, drinking boba, chopping it up while he's signing a lot of our books. Because he came to the signing, he signed all the orders, but it was such a crazy day that we were short like 20 signatures, because more people showed up. So there were online orders and stuff. So then, I messaged him. He was cool. He's like, yeah, man, come through, we'll chop it up. Went to this boba spot. I was just laying them out as we're talking, drinking boba, and he's got them spread on the table. And we're talking about how he got into comics. And I asked him, did you knew you wanted to be a comic artist? Because for those of you who don't know him, he does comics now, but he started he was a graffiti writer. Then he's always done art. So, but he does more like traditional art, in the galleries, that type of Da Vinci type.
Like museum art.
Museum art. Good. Like you see it and it looks like it's a photo, but it's all his oil paintings. Like that's how good Dan is. And not even on some dick writing, but just give the man his flowers. He's super talented. And that's why I said we hit it off talking about graffiti and hip hop, and then we made that little connection. And yeah, dude, super proud of it, man. And I always knew it was gonna get option. Like it was a no brainer, And then now that it is, I truly believe, because what happens? Well, it happened with Someone's Killing Little Children. As soon as it gets optioned, all the number ones go up, And the thing is, with Someone's Killing Little Children #1, it was a low print run, so that book organically spiked. And then as the story picked up steam, it got bigger. But then, like the exclusive that Dan did for that #1, because it was low printed, it goes for crazy money and it's low printed. So with Exquisite Corpses, there was a variance out there, and some of them good, some of them, and not to toot our own horn. I didn't do the artwork, you know what I mean? But I'm attached to it and I'm proud of it. I do believe, not even on some cocky, I do believe that our cover is one of the better ones. Like it stands toe to toe with, at least 3 or 4 that are dope, But I like our style. It's different. It has the Japanese vibe. You get who she is. Yeah. It's dope. My only bummer when we first did it, his original concept was the mask was going to be like this,
half show like her face.
Have her face. But
her face a mystery?
And Tiny, that was the problem. Tiny Onion didn't want that. They wanted to be the ones to reveal her face, right. And I was like, and then this is a trip too about Dan, because then I was like, well, dude, I don't want to change it because I like this, but I like the other way. Like it looked dope, And I remember Dad was funny. He was like, "Oh, they must just want some basic." He didn't like they didn't like the flair, And I respect that because it's true, It looked better the other way. And he's the artist; he would know. So, but I didn't want to lose it. So I'm like, what if we do some kind of battle damage, like it got cracked through battle? And I thought it was a cool idea. But then Dan tells me, he's like, nah, dude, because that just means like she's inferior, she's weak. She took a blow, which makes sense and it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But it does kind of like make her look weak. And I'm like, you know what? I like that.
I would like to disagree with Dan because Tyler Kirkham, have you seen his battle damage? Like the Gotham City Sirens are absolute Batman, and they look tough. Like they look badass.
Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy. I kind of agree. I agree with what he's saying, but I disagree with the fact that I think, not everyone's perfect at fighting, and if you're going at it, even if you're close to losing, as long as you don't lose, it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
But I get it in the stands that, maybe it looks like, oh, what's going on? Like, she got, but yeah, so we went this route, and he gave me a couple different variations. There's a black and white one that is dope that I would love to do that I think just looks hard because it's black and white. But ultimately, not everybody likes black and white. The color thing would be better. But I would like to do that, like maybe if they do like a 10th printing or something, and the demand now would be there. This has been good from the get-go. But I think then we could justify it because it takes money to do a store exclusive. You know what I mean? I have to pay out of pocket. I don't even know how many thousands of dollars it was. Like $3 or $4 grand. I had to pay Dan, and then I had to pay for the the printing. And depending on how many you get, and then and in order to order those, you have to agree to then order like 50 copies of standard cover number A and keep that consistent for the first 5 issues. That's a big commitment besides what you're paying, you know?
Right.
And there's a little behind the scenes info for you guys. So it takes a lot of money, you know, and it's like, you know, so right away we wanted to do it, but I'm like, no, dude, can't justify it because we still have some.
Yeah,
but,
it's a business move.
Yeah,
at
but
the end of the day.
yeah, but I think now like maybe you could do it because I would love that. Like it would just it looks so hard. But yeah, man, we were super proud of it. And I always knew, man, like it's gonna be like a no brainer. They could do fucking season upon season with the strategy, you know, because it's 13 rounds. You know what I mean? And that's the dope thing, dude. And I'm telling you guys, you got not to buy necessarily our exclusive.
No,
if you do, if you don't, we'd appreciate it. But dude, I think you're gonna want it. I think once if they do it right, because not one, they're gonna do a movie around it. They're gonna develop a video game around it. And originally it was going to be the board game, and then there's, you know, cards that come in on the bag, on C bag, cover C. So you've been collecting these trading cards, you're going to have your deck, and then you have a tabletop game. So, dude, that's like franchise material, you know what I mean? And then they could jump to the future and do another one.
Who would you have direct this movie? I put some thought into it ever since you sent that text.
Quentin Tarantino. That would be best shooting for the stars, you know what I mean? But Quentin Tarantino.
I was thinking more like.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm shooting for the stars, right? But dude, it could be like some Quentin Tarantino type. You know what I mean?
I was thinking some James Wan because it's got some horror aspects, but we know James Wan is the first Aquaman is fire.
Yeah,
the one that he directed, but he's also like the horror.
Yeah,
so James Wan would be perfect.
Yeah,
that's my petition. Start it right now. James Wan for Exquisite Corpses.
That would be dope, dude. I'm telling you, like, dude, I have so much faith behind it. I think if they do it right, and I'm sure they will, because Tinian is the executive producer on it. So as long as he's really involved, he's not gonna allow his baby to get smacked around. So he's gonna be.
They don't like studio-fy it and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, dude, I'm so excited, man, and proud of it, you know. And dude, fuck, man, when I heard the news this morning, I was like, holy smokes, proud of it, and then. Yeah, great story. So hopefully, you know, all that goes well, man. But there's so much cool stuff. And I think it's only going to help the story. People get into more Tinian stuff because that guy is brilliant. Yeah, man. Super. Anytime I've met him, super cool cat. Dude, I remember my first interaction with him was when Department of Truth came out. I wanted to get some of the pins, and he had them on his website. So I put in my order. I emailed him. And, dude, he writes me back, him personally. That's like his company. Yeah. You know, and he's like answering whatever my questions were. And once I knew it was him, I was like, oh, so we started writing back to back. And then I was like, dude, you know, I'm a big fan. I would love to have you in the shop. He's like, yeah, man, let's see if we can meet up and make it work down the line. And again, super cool dude, you know, met him that time. And then I met him again at Comics Pro, you know, and I told him how excited I was about that book, and super cool dude. So, and we talked about getting him in the store to do an in-store signing, which he was open to. You know, I would just have to like schedule it with his people,
right?
You know, but then with the Exquisite Corpses part of it, they're doing the Exquisite Corpse tour, so he was gonna do that in between his projects. So we'll see, man. I know we're on the bill to be one of his stops. I think the first leg might have been on the East Coast. Like I think he did one in LA, Revenge of, and then it was going across the US. So I'm hoping we make the second leg that starts this year, because then that means his team would come into the shop, do an in-store signing for all his stuff, but it's, you know, centered around Exquisite Corpses. So I'm like, dude, how dope would it be to get Tinian here and fucking Lancaster, we're the shop that did a store exclusive, crazy photo ops, chopping it up. Like, how dope would that be, you know? So I'm hoping, you know, like, and it's a very well possibility, because like I said, we did the store exclusive, and what I've been seeing, that every time he does an in-store signing, each shop gets their own, like, legit, you know, trading card for the game that you could use to come along the play, you know? So I'm like, dude, how dope would it be? He comes here, we get our own card. So now we're forever tied to this game of Exquisite Corpses, you know, in our logo. Like, that would be so sick, dude. So hopefully, man, you know, like I said, we're on the bill. We're supposed to, you know, knock on wood, anything could happen. But from, you know, when we signed up to do the Exquisite Corpses variant, and we signed up to the tour, you know, we should be one of the stores, you know? So hopefully.
And I'll let you know if you are one of the stores?
Yeah, not yet. Last time I talked to him, he said, you know, like they'll get back to me for the second leg. So I think it might have just wrapped up. So yeah, man, I'm about to check back into it, but I'm hoping that would be dope. You know, like, what a good start to the beginning of the year and stuff, you know. And with the announcements of the fucking movie. I mean, and the story's brilliant,
you know. Up,
so I will have faith, you know. Hopefully the Fox Mask Killer makes it to the end, you know.
Have you read the most recent?
Caught up,
dude.
Yeah, I do. Like, I'm eager to talk about it. It's an FOC show, but with spoilers, who knows? But yeah, dude, super proud of it. Super excited. So we wanted to talk about that. You can still get some on our website in person.
One more time for the good time.
Yeah, dude. So it's dope, dude. And we've sold tons of copies. I've shipped books to Europe, tons to the East Coast, almost everywhere, man. A lot of people have bought it off the website. I remember the day of the release, people were buying it from our website and putting them on eBay for double the money, yeah?
Dude, is like English. Does every book come with the COA?
Yeah, every book comes with the certificate of authenticity in the back,
guys,
to ensure that it's legit and stuff, you know?
Come and pick one.
And we also got some CGC 98 signed by them in the shop, which is dope, which is cool, because then if Insidian comes, then we could crack them open and get the whole team on it, you know? So how dope that's going to be. But yeah, man, super excited.
FOC time?
FOC time. But
we love Exquisite Corpses. Dan, come on the show.
Yeah, Dan Cantata, that would be dope to get over. You know, it's a possibility. Dan's fucking cool, so I'm cool with him now, you know, chopping it up, so maybe.
Gift you some J. Scott Campbell's?
Yeah. Right? All right. But let's do it.
And start with DC.
Starting with DC, Absolute Batman 17.
Make Drago to cover A.
Batman, Absolute Batman is still on full blast. Everybody comes in every week to buy. I mean, super hot, dude. All those, I didn't even see. I knew number one was going for some money, but even all the other issues in a night 8, easy $200-$300. Now I'm thinking about, like, I have all of them like twice. I might start slapping some of these motherfuckers.
I think you should, especially the annual. People are loving the annual because he fights the white supremacists in that. So people are like going crazy for the annual.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be a time to start digging in my box and start sending some shit to CGC.
Can I have a number one?
You don't have a number one? You missed out.
I have the second printing. I didn't believe in it. Everybody's talking. I was like, I don't want a fat ass Batman symbol on my Batman. You don't remember that? All the heat they were getting when they first announced
but
it?
I mean, I knew, dude. Scott Snyder could do no wrong. You know, that to me, he's one of my favorite writers of all time and the nicest dude you'll ever meet. So like, I knew if he's on board, like he's got a game plan down the line. Because I've talked to him before, not even to gloat, but like that's when I realized, you know, that dude, like he was super cool. He took like 30 minutes talking to me. We were talking about like Stephen King and all kinds of stuff and the comics and when we were going, because we were having lunch in this little Mexican restaurant for a signing in Vegas. So we were all asking him questions, talking. And when it came to my turn, like I'm a fan. I knew his shit. And I was asking him questions. And I think he was impressed because he's like, dude, generally, you know my because there was in the Court of Owls stuff, you know, that then later came on to be like having to do with, you know, Dark Knight's Metal and all that stuff, you know. So he had laid breadcrumbs 5 years before. And I was curious. I'm like, dude, that's so genius. And I talked to him. He was explaining. I was like, yeah, dude, when I write a script, you know, I'm thinking down the line, I'll come back to this. So I know firsthand that motherfucker had like a 5-year game plan or longer. So knowing that, it's like, it's a no-brainer hit story. You know, how long is this going to be? What else is going to come out from this? Because it's from the mind of Scott Snyder, you know?
Crazy if he has a 5-year plan.
You know, in hindsight, I should have ordered like 100 of them, right? You know? But it's hard to gamble sometimes, you know? But fuck,
yeah, you
like,
can't predict that.
You know, but I'm like, I've been loving it. Everybody's been loving it. It's brought in so much new people to the stores, picking them up, you know, that it's brilliant.
It brought me to comics, but my cousin who doesn't even read comics, it brought, like, he wants to read.
Yeah, dude, I have a homie like that, you know, I knew from my old days in construction and electrical work, and he's always liked comics, but he's a collector, like I'll buy shit from him and I'll take it to him, or if he sees I have something, he'll buy it, but he's not your like average collector that goes every week. His pool, he doesn't do that. But if he hears, like when Dark Knight's Metal is coming out, he says, hey Rich, can you pick these up when you go to the shop and get them for me? And he'll be like that. So even with this, he's like, hey, you're gonna get Absolute Batman? He's like, get them all for me. I still have all of them set aside for him, so he's not eager to read it, but he knows he's gonna like it. So he's like, I have them here. And it brought that type of customer in. Is my point, you know. It's like, you know, that they come in, you know.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, so I'm like, and that's the beauty when you could do that. Berserker did that a couple years ago, you know, when Keanu Reeves wrote that book, it brought so many people in, you know what I mean? So it's good when that happens to the hobby, because that's the goal, is to get more readers, right? Because not everyone's reading paper, everyone's on digital. So the fact that we can still do those things and bring people in and spark that interest in people, it's fucking great, you know?
Them.
And it's keeping them. As soon as we know, it's like crack. I've never done crack, but from what I know of it, it's like that. Once you get it into them, dude, they're gonna continue. It's like addiction, right? I know. That's how I got into this. It was like I can't get enough. Come on, man. You know,
it makes them expand. Like Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute.
Yeah,
Superman.
dude, that's all it takes. I mean, like, to me, like I said, I collected as a kid. I stopped, girls' sports, yada yada yada. Then you come back years later, suddenly, and then boom, as soon as you come in, it's like an addiction, because now you have money to buy what you wanted to buy as a kid, and you couldn't. Money. You have adult money to blow, and then you hear, like, I would come in for certain books. The Death of Wolverine brought me back, and then I discovered another. The next thing you know, I have 40,000 books in my house, because that's how bad it was, the addiction, right? So yeah, dude, it's a beauty, like, and it happens a lot with people. I see it every week, Yeah, and that's not even an exaggeration. Legit, 40,000. Partly, I bought 200 short boxes from Roger. Before that, I already had bought like 3 or 4 collections, big collections, where you're talking about like 50 to 60 long boxes. That was my first collection I ever bought. And it was Raquel's idea, so I blame all this on her. And then I would buy other ones. I'd buy some small ones, and I bought bigger ones. And I had them all in my garage, So when they offered me to shop, it was a no-brainer.
Can I go over to the throne?
Well, I brought them all into the shop, and a lot of them I sold already,
Yeah.
But at one point, all that was personal. But yeah, but that's the beauty. That's what you do for customers. You know what I mean? Like, it sparks that love for this medium, But yeah, but Absolute Batman is great, man. But moving on, that was a cool little rant. There hasn't been a rant in a minute.
Aquaman 14. Now I'm confusion here, because every Aquaman one has been a tie-in. Well, not every, but like the last 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this one is a tie-in.
I don't think so, because
it doesn't say it. I'm still picking it up because I'm not risking it. But yeah, just curious.
We'll see. Yeah, who knows? It could be a mistake that they didn't put it on there, or maybe they were only gonna do 3 issues per book, because they don't want to overpower it. We'll see. What else we got? I was excited about this. So, Bleeding Heart. So, Vertigo. It was announced at New York Comic Con, I believe, that Vertigo is coming back. For the people that aren't familiar with Vertigo, it was around in the 90s or whatever. That's where like Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, Sandman were on. Which they were the more adult-oriented books that they were brilliant. Some of the best writing ever. They did away with it, but now they're bringing it back. But this premise was really cool, man. Like I said, Bleeding Hearts, it's about post-apocalyptic zombies, but zombies pretty much rule the world. Humans exist, but not as much, so they're the overpowering force. Uh-huh. But I guess 10 years go by, and then all of a sudden, one of the main characters' heart starts beating. So almost like he's coming back to life. So he's no longer looking at humans as food, but as people. Right. And I was like, when I read that premise, I was like, dude, how brilliant. How many zombie shows are out there? How brilliant is that after 100 years, 10 years or whatever, they suddenly become human back? Like, that's such a dope zombie twist.
That's so crazy, because there's some trailer just came out for some zombie movie, like an indie film, I think. And I was watching it, and they're like, the students are stuck in a school, and they can't get out. And then in my head, bro, that's crazy. I literally saw this trailer this week, and I was like, they can't do anything different with, like, zombies. Like, everything's the same nowadays.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, like, they're all different, but the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think this is such a brilliant premise.
But a zombie's heart beating again? It's like the Grinch.
Yep. So I'm like, dude, that's instant. I'm going to add it. And coming from Vertigo. What the fuck?
That's genius.
What happened? Oh, great. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to edit this. People on DC.
What?
All right. What happened here? Oh, no.
Hold on. Wait a minute. It's just second printing, though.
Yeah, but this wasn't on there earlier, right?
Well, it was not your first page up there?
No, but right here I don't have anything else, though. There shouldn't be anything here besides when I click DC.
Yeah.
That wasn't it earlier though, was it?
No, maybe you were. Scroll 2 down. Let me see. Go. Maybe you were.
No, that's
No.
Well, partially, some of it's legit,
Yeah.
but interesting. I don't know if I'll leave this or not. This, you guys saw this pretty much live. This stuff wasn't on there earlier, so it started at the very beginning. And when I went to that,
just freaking leave it in so they could see.
Yeah, but now it's like, all right, so I guess there's an Absolute Batman 14 second print that wasn't on here earlier. So yeah, the Comichub's always kind of updating. You got the second print, 15, first appearance of the Joker on here. Dope covers. I mean, that book's still super hot. Even is like, dude, I ordered tons. But that's the thing with the business, it's hard to like make, in hindsight, like I should be like, I should have ordered 100 of these because, but it's a big gamble, right? Like I can't do that all the time. And I've had some hits and I've had some misses, but sometimes you have more misses than hits. So, but in hindsight, I should have ordered tons. You're not going to be making tons of money. But this is dope that they're doing a second print for it. All the other ones, super dope.
Yeah, we completely went over it.
Yeah, see, this wasn't. So here we have Absolute Wonder Woman #1 annual one shot. So you're going to want to pick those up because obviously it's in a tie-in. So there's that. Oh, no, here, see? No, that's the other one.
But see, there's a dark side on his hand on the number 14.
Yeah.
The little logo.
That's true. Maybe it is a fucking tie-in.
I don't know. People should just grab it. Just in case. Just in case. That's what I'm doing.
You don't want to miss out.
Bleeding Hearts, though. I'm picking that up. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. See, it's the thing. Ongoing. It's going to be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Going, continuing.
DCKO
#4. Stealth DCKO has been killing it.
Bro,
it's been
those
super
covers
fun.
Are so hard.
Yeah.
Going with the absolutes on it?
Yeah, all the wrestling ones are dope, dude.
I wish I was a fan of AEW.
Not a fan of AEW.
I'm more a WWE kind of guy. But like that one with Harley Quinn is so dope. I just don't know who's choking her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, some super cool covers there. This is cool because I like the Dark Knight's Metal series. So, but I'm not sure what is WIP? Original art, both pencils and ink. So it's just like pretty much the sketch artwork.
That's dope.
So that's pretty dope. If you're a fan of the actual hobby, the way stuff gets done, it's always cool to pick those up. I'll pick, if it's something I'm interested, I'll pick those up. Another new #1, Siren's Love Hurts. It's another Gotham City.
You don't need to know the premise, just know it's hot babes.
Yep, hot babes. Yeah. At least with these, they usually get stories, it's not just eye candy.
Yeah, I didn't like the Orbit one though, so I hope this one's cool. That Orbit one that just came out.
Oh yeah, but yeah, some super cool covers for this thing.
Yeah, I got the Derek Chu one, bro, because I think Derek Chu's making a cover for every single one of them. For that's what was that? Canary.
Yeah, no, his artwork is dope. Some really cool covers, man.
Supergirl.
So the other thing for any new #1s or cool books. But yeah, that's DC. Some cool stuff. Cool new #1s. But Bleeding Hearts, the thing I'm more excited about Bleeding Hearts for DC on this one. Yeah, I'm super excited about that one. Moving on to Marvel. Oh,
that is definitely.
This is indie, I think. Here's Marvel.
Not a lot of Marvel either.
No.
Are you reading 1776, my boy?
Read issue #1, and I thought it was cool, but I haven't had the time to go back to it.
I didn't pick it up just because I don't care about history, and I don't care. A, dude.
Yeah, issue 1 was pretty dope though. Yeah, the David Nakayama cover. He's had tons of books on FOC.
The last 2 weeks, literally, he's had 3 or 4 books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always killing it.
I'm also picking that one up, bro.
Yeah, this cover is dope. Again, Lee Bermejo, man, one of my favorite artists. That guy's just dope, man. It's super cool. I haven't met him yet. I'm hoping to meet him one day because I have tons of.
He's done tons of Spider-Man recently too.
Oh, that is dope. That is pretty cool. McFarlane Toys. Oh yeah, I forgot they were doing the whole McFarlane Toys wave. That's super dope. It's pretty genius. Black Panther 60th anniversary special #1. What else? There's a new Daredevil #1, which I'll be picking this up. Big Daredevil fan.
Dude, I know you're not a fan of blind bags.
Oh no, Stephanie Phillips on this one. Huh?
I don't know. I know you're not a fan of blind bags that much, but this actually makes sense.
Did this one have blind bags? I didn't see
up there. Look at that top one.
Oh yeah. What's gonna be in there?
That makes sense. Blind.
Hold up. What is the premise? What are you talking about blind? What do you mean? Oh, Doug, I get what you're saying now. That took a minute.
Blind.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that blind, it makes sense because of
bro,
Matt.
They're cooking, bro. That's genius. That's high level IQ stuff right there.
I bet you the guy was stoned or faded. He's like, yes, makes sense. That's one of those ideas you get if you're stoned, you know? So you're like itching. Where's the notepad? Let me write it down.
Give that man raise.
Yeah, it makes sense. That looks cool, man. I'm super excited for this.
I didn't order any blind bags because you guys normally do like a bundle deal. So I'm waiting for that if you guys do that.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do it for every time there's a blind bag because I was like, I mean, maybe I should, but the ones that I don't think are worth it, it's like, come on, that's to have some cool in it.
I'm holding hope. I don't know. But if you're not, let me know so I could order 60.
What, for Daredevil? Maybe. 60?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. But I mean, for Daredevil, it'll be dope, though. I got to see as long as if there's something cool that comes in it, then I'd be willing to do it because then it's worth it for the fans, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess,
Momoko, dog.
But again, it's like, it's up to the people. Like, I don't control their money, so they want to buy whatever they want to buy, I guess. I just don't want it to seem like it's a cash grab, you know, because we're not the ones putting them out.
That's true.
Daredevil Punisher's been super dope, man.
And all those covers are so dope, dude.
Yeah.
DNA, of course.
Yep. The Auto.
See that?
Yeah, the Auto's hard, man.
The new Iron Fist #1.
Dude, they reboot Iron Fist, Master of Kung Fu like 5 times a year. It's still getting annoying, you know? Hopefully this will be good, you know? But we'll see. But yeah, I remember they'll do 2-3 reboots a year. I'm like, come on, man. Dungeons of Doom #2. I didn't get a chance to read it this week, but I'm sure it's good, you know? If it's tying into World War Under Doom. But here's #2 for FOC. Generation X23 #1. So a new X23 book. That might be dope. I'll add that X23 fan. At least try #1.
Mm-hmm.
Another man. There's been a lot of It's Jeff #1s. You know, I get it. He's cute. It's an awesome character.
He just blew up from the game, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
This cover is fucking dope.
Fudge.
That cover is dope.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Damn, I might have to get that for the memes.
That cover is dope.
No. I didn't even know Noel had a #1.
It came out this week, yeah. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but I've been super excited about this one. I know that it's leading up to another event, so I'm sure it's going to be great. But yeah, definitely going to pick it up because I love Noel as a character, and I think if they're bringing him back, there's some kind of event going on.
Right.
You can't put him, you know, he's a Thanos level threat, so it's going to be dope. But yeah, Noel is dope, man. A fucking badass villain. And he's just crazy, creepy looking.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I love how everybody ignored him in Venom 3.
Yeah.
Did you watch Venom 3?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah. No, but he was only on the end credit scene though.
Yeah.
You know,
but it's gonna lead to nowhere.
Yeah. Well, it's Sony, right? It would be dope if they brought it out in Marvel.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What else?
Ultimate Spider-Man 24, man. That's the last one, no?
Yeah. 25 or 24 is the
I think it's 24.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last
And then
one.
Uncanny X-Men. I'm finally catching up on that entire run.
Uncanny X-Men?
And X-Men.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's been a minute since I read an X-Men book because, dude, there's always like 5 of them going on at once.
It's
I'm
so
like,
much, dude.
I was like, I can't do
But
all
X-Men
that.
United #1 is coming out like in 2 months. In a month.
And there's always a event going on with X-Men, so it's like...
It's so hard to keep up. I can't. My brain can't take it, dude.
Yeah, it's like... Well, we'll see. But yeah, that was the end of Marvel right there. Let's see. Moving on to indie.
Indian manga.
Indian manga. Let's see. This
Mischief of Magpies.
What is distillery?
I was gonna read that, but it was too long.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it, but I also feel a little pressure of being on camera. So to understand it, I'm like, what the premise is.
Just know it's a fantasy.
Yeah, and it's distillery, and distillery puts out good books, so I'm probably gonna try it. I'm sure it'll be good. So usually everything they've done has been great. You know, so Misship of Magpies. What else we got here?
Massiverse, whoever's into I guess Radiant Black and that whole universe.
Oh yeah, graphic novel number 2.
Alice Forever After. I see a lot of Archie books coming out.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of Archie stuff too.
Yeah, hey, Barbaric caught me off guard, dude. I ordered the number 1, not knowing what it was. And then I saw inappropriate stuff in there.
Yeah, it's kind of more adult oriented. Super good book though when it first came out, because this is like the second or third story arc.
Yeah.
But when the first book came out, cover A blew up. The whole series, so they were going for crazy money because the crazy talking acts, drunk acts or whatever. So It was funny. It then fell off. I don't see the hype around it anymore, but it's still a dope story. Let's see that the speculators kind of drop off. Unless it's up for money, then there's not a lot of talk.
Right.
But it's still a genius, fucking same people.
I liked it. It was just, they caught me off guard.
Yeah, not Barbaric.
But why is it $10?
Which one? Not every issue is $10, is it?
No, I ordered that $10 one.
Yeah, no, because it should be regular cover price.
It's crazy.
Let's see what else.
Blood and Thunder, dude. I'm an advocate. Nobody's talking about it enough. Pick up Blood and Thunder, dude. Pick it up.
Blood and Thunder.
Nobody talks about it.
That's true. Like I said, I think I read issue 1 and I haven't gone back to it. There's a lot of people picking it up though.
I forgot the writer's name. Can you remind me? I forgot, dude. I'm blanking.
The writer for Blood and Thunder?
Yeah.
Who was the writer?
God damn it.
Benito Serrano?
That is not who I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not like you usually be something like, oh yeah.
That I thought it was the guy who did Invincible.
Robert Kirkman, he was attached to it, I think. Or he has something to do with it, yeah. But I don't think he's writing it.
Anyway, people need it's still good. I just thought Robert Kirkman was writing it. That's wow.
Yeah, I forget. There was something, I think he's tied to it somehow, but
yeah.
I don't think he is.
And you're a big advocate for Crownsville, no?
Crownsville has been great. I love that story, man.
Second to last issue
has been great so far. I'm digging it, dude. So I've been recommending that a lot. And I've gotten a couple of people into it. It's been really good. Really enjoy that one. Another Darkstalker Street Fighter crossover. These books are cool, but there's been a lot of them, I think. A lot of these little crossovers, Darkstalkers and Street Fighter. And the fuck's taking so long? But yeah, at this point, it's like they're overdoing it, you know?
And the internet wasn't taken.
Yep.
So how's the weather today?
It's cold, but it wasn't as cold as the last couple of days, you know? Dude, the other days, I got this at 86, and it's still cold in here.
I'm sweating.
I'm like,
but I run hot, bro. I need some coolant in my system. I run hot, bro. I got the engine.
Yeah, see, I used to always, dude, it could be cold outside and have the AC on. It didn't bug me before my injuries. I'd be outside on winter weather in the wife beater drinking beer in the garage. I was that guy. And then after my injuries, dude, it's become a wuss. So like the cold just fucks me, my bones, and it hurts. And then I'm like, I'd still prefer the cold over the heat, but it's like, fuck.
If my girlfriend and my baby aren't home, I am putting the AC at night at 59 degrees.
59 degrees.
Even if it's wintertime, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, I'd rather be snuggled with a blanket than hot and have to take off layers. That's annoying.
Oh, yeah, it's way better. Oh, fuck. Come on.
And we'll be back after this commercial break.
Yeah, give us a second.
And you put something funny right there.
Come on.
What minute is it? 45. What the hell? Guess I gotta go one-not shopping, dude. And we're back. Did you guys enjoy that commercial? I don't know what it was, but I'm sure it was something.
All right. See what we can put on there. Oh, wait. I thought what is this?
I think you switched tabs. What the fudge? Wait, the middle one wasn't like some other publisher publishing DC? No, never mind.
I'm not doing a new one. We are back. I'll delete this. Oh yeah, we're talking about crowns. Again, they're getting too many crossovers, Darkstalkers, I think.
Yup.
What else? G.I. Joe. What is this? How's the road there? And the art doesn't appeal to me, but what is it?
Supernatural, huh?
Yeah, supernatural fantasy. It sounded alright. I wasn't convinced. The artwork wasn't super cool.
I'm a dumbass because I haven't read Kill All Immortals and I keep ordering it.
Really?
I haven't read any of them. And I'm like, I'll get to it. So I keep ordering it so I don't miss out on it.
Yeah, I've done that before. You know, sometimes you find the time, sometimes you don't.
Dude, it's so hard to find the time. I'm so behind.
Yeah, dude, it's hard, dude. It's
You fuck with Power Rangers?
No. Only as a kid. We talked about this here before. I'm not a Power Rangers fan.
That's crazy.
Muppets Noir #1 from Dynamite. Might be fun, who knows? To me, with Dynamite, I was like giant cash grabs. But some of the properties they have are cool, so maybe it'll be cool.
You fuck with the Muppets?
I like the Muppets, though. Muppets are dope.
You prefer the Muppets over Power Rangers?
Hell yeah. Big time.
I don't fuck with
I mean, I don't know if I'd read the comic book, but I'm saying it in, like, TV-wise, the Muppets are dope.
I have beef with them.
Why?
My sister used to call me Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy? Yeah, so you're resentful.
I'm resentful. The Muppets.
No, Muppets are dope. Murder Podcast #5. That's been dope. I've been really enjoying Murder Podcasts from Ignition. Again, they've been killing it.
I love Ignition.
Yeah, all the stuff they've been putting out has been great.
Yeah.
You know, so can't complain.
Pop Kill.
Pop Kill #1, seasonal flavors, so different story art or Valentine's Day.
But it's a facsimile, so it's a reprint, right?
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's a reprint. So yeah, because I know the series come out before. Let's see.
Rogue Sun. I know people are reading that.
Yeah, Rogue Sun tie-in to Radiant Black. Let's see. None of these look.
Space Ghost is way before my time, dude.
Space Ghost.
That's like your time, like.
Oh wow.
1940.
Yeah.
During the Cold War, you know.
Yeah, during the Cold War. That's when we were reading that stuff.
That's when you guys were reading it.
It's pretty cool if you're a Spawn fan. Spawn by Puppeteer Lee.
That's his name? Bless you. Bless you, dog.
Resin statue. It's pretty hard.
I know J. Scott Campbell actually had a statue of this FOC. They didn't have it today, I guess. I saw it, though. I saw a glimpse.
Maybe I'll move it to a different day.
What is that? Man.
More turtles. Tons.
Dude, there's tons of turtle books, bro.
Yeah, it's too many turtle books right now. It's like, goddamn. The feature is number 10. Again, dope story. I've been loving it. You guys know how I feel about that one.
Rocketeer, also during your time.
Rocketeer number 1. Yeah. I've never got into Rocketeer, but some people love it.
But that was during your time.
Yes, I'm so old.
What?
Things of the Doorstep. I don't know. I'm already, the artwork's already dope.
Hell no.
It's psychological thriller, horror, crime. Yeah, I'm on board. I like stuff like that. I don't want to see
that, bro. Get it off the screen.
What it was.
That's creepy, dude. I'm gonna have nightmares.
But you like Avatar.
Avatar's not gonna freaking give me nightmares, dude.
True.
Thank you. I needed something colorful after that. Jesus Christ.
Thundercats Valentine's Day, number 1. One shot. Tomb Raider, number 1 just came out this week.
Did you see who was playing Tomb Raider? Did you see those photos?
Oh, who?
Sophie Thatcher, I think that's how you say her last name. She's Joe Jonas's ex-wife.
Okay.
She looks great. She looks cool. It's Laura Croft.
Yeah, that should be good. I mean, is she good looking? I'm not sure who she is.
I'm not into it. I'm into dudes.
You're into dudes. Gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. Umbrella, Eye Candy again, Immune to Risque. Cool covers. I have one, but blind bags. Fuck me.
What was a blind bag?
Vampirella.
No way.
Yeah. World Tree number 18. I'm picking it up. I mean, I love that series. Antinian. Can't go wrong. Yeah, World Tree I think is brilliant. It blends horror and it's like technology, gone wrong and stuff. This is dope, man. I love it. I can't go. James Tynion is great and super brilliant book. I've been enjoying it from the very beginning.
Is it AI stuff?
I remember it was, well, technically, yes, it's like AI, but it's, like apparently this group of kids, they had battled this stuff before. It's called like the Undernet, so kind of like the dark web. And they thought they had, destroyed it or whatever. And then a couple years later, then somebody unleashes it and it's being sent around through video. And anytime somebody watches the video, they automatically go psycho and start killing people. And then Fear, her name is Phear. She's the main character, coming out naked and bloody and all kinds of crazy stuff. But man, what a brilliant take on technology and horror,
So does the technology has a body? Like they made themselves.
The character Fear is pretty much the body of the internet, So this sexy badass biatch, on there. So
you said naked.
Sometimes naked, yeah, super dope, but great story, man.
I'm sold.
But yeah, pick it up.
Which blade?
But yeah, that is it. Was that 57 minutes?
Dude,
57 minutes.
Right on cue.
Oh.
That was a cool FOC. It was short.
Yeah, it's short, but at least good stuff, though. Those are the ones that are short and are boring, but these ones were pretty cool.
Yeah. I need to get into manga.
I'm telling you.
Dude, I finished Demon Slayer finally.
How was it?
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
It was so beautiful. I'm watching JJK now. I'm on season 2. Season 3 is coming out right now. Like, weekly.
Oh, gotcha.
So I need to catch up. I'm sad because my cousin said that I have to wait eternity for a new season of Demon Slayer. So now I'm sad that I've caught up. Like now, I was like looking forward for an episode. Now I have nothing.
Yeah, that is a bittersweet when you end it and you're like, "Fuck, what now?"
Yeah.
I'll do that every time I finish a show, and I'm like, I gotta get something new. I just finished watching Oz. I don't know if you've ever watched Oz.
Like the Wizard?
No. It's like, dude, I didn't even know how old that show was, but I've always seen it pop up and people talk about it kind of like The Wire, but it's around The Wire days. Like when HBO's been around forever.
Uh-huh.
But I guess before like The Sopranos, I think this was the show that kicked off their streaming model, series, But it's all based around a prison called Oz, and then there's like a small prison within it, like an experiment by not the warden, but the guy who's running it, because he really believes on these prisoners to change, So he calls that Emerald City. So I guess in a sense, but it's a full on prison show, like Orange is the New Black or whatever, where everyone's always getting it shenanigans. They're stabbing everyone up. There's homosexual shit. They're raping somebody. Their new Bunky or whatever, the new Sally.
You gotta believe that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that stuff on that show. It's wild, but it was a pretty cool show. I mean, it had a lot of vibes of The Wire. I really loved The Wire, but it was cool because they were doing this in the inception, of the internet and stuff, and just but real life stuff. That's why The Wire was so great, because it showed you the life of the dope boys who are out there selling crack, to survive. Then you get what's say from the education standpoint, from the dock workers. This was cool, just getting inside the penitentiary mindset, what these guys have to do to survive, because it's kill or be killed. But yeah, every time they defend themselves, they're probably going to catch a case for another 5 years. It's crazy. I mean, you think about the people there to survive. You almost have to do that, So it was cool. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it was a trip because it was so old, But it was a cool show. I just finished that.
And it was on HBO?
On HBO, yeah. It was awesome. A lot of cool. And a lot of the actors from that show actually went on to be on The Wire, which if you haven't watched The Wire is fucking brilliant, dude. Yeah, dude. So it's all based around this city called Baltimore, Maryland.
The city called Baltimore, Maryland. That's a real city.
Wait, that's what I said.
It sounded like you like it's in a city called Baltimore, Maryland, and it sounded like it was a fake city.
No. It's a legit city, yeah. And I think it's based on truth. Like it all would happen in that city, but it pretty much follows all the dope boys there, like fucking the different crews selling crack and trying to make a living, coming from poverty. And you have the inner drug struggles, and then you have the other viewpoint from the cops trying to, get them up on a wire to catch them up to, take a case against them. So, but it's at the very inception of like technology. So these motherfuckers are using dial-up and phone, like flip phones with cameras are barely becoming a thing. So it's cool to see how the cops, what they would do to catch some of these gangsters and what they would do to bypass them. But it was really at the beginning of the technology age, which I think is brilliant, and because that's one thing with criminals, they always find a way to circumvent the system. Mm-hmm. So it was cool. And then you start, even though some of these guys are ruthless and killers, you start cheering for some of them because you're like, I see a story.
Yeah, you see why.
So, but yeah, such a brilliant story. But again, it's a lot. I think it's based on stuff that really happened in that city, which is cool and just a great story overall. But yeah, I won't finish that. I don't know what I'll watch next, but there's always something out there.
There's always something there. Anyway.
But yeah, that was this week's FOC. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Follow. All right. Peace.